As another Trump campaign promise hit a roadblock today, a crowd at Gonzaga's Law School focused on the first disappointment for the administration. Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson was in Spokane today to talk about his success at stopping the temporary travel ban. Ferguson sat down with KXLY4's Caroline Rourke to break down the process of challenging the president. Caroline?
Nadine, the lawsuit against the executive order has kept the state's legal team busy, and it's also made Washington unpopular with a lot of people, including some who live right here. But Attorney General Bob Ferguson told the crowd at Gonzaga Law School today that filing this lawsuit was not a hard decision. While the majority of Americans prepared for Super Bowl 51, Washington's Attorney General and his legal team had other plans, cramming to file a lawsuit challenging President Trump's 3-day-old travel ban.
We were not caught by surprise, and we had a team in place that was frankly ready to move right away.
The president's executive order sparked vitriol online and in the streets from both sides, while travelers were stranded in airports across the country. That debate only amplified when in the weeks following, 2 different courts would rule in Washington's favor.
My team's instincts were right about this case. The first executive order really was unconstitutional, and the decisions by the courts bared that out.
To the crowd at Gonzaga's Law School today, Attorney General Bob Ferguson broke down his process, explaining why he thought the courts agreed with Washington.
President Trump was essentially creating a Muslim ban. He said he would do that during the campaign. His advisors said they were going to do it once he was elected, and I think the judge saw for what it was.
Not everyone agrees with that, and Ferguson says he respects it. But he is a Democrat, so it's been argued that the suit was politically motivated. The AG says he just goes where the law takes him.
No one said I was politically motivated when I twice sued the Obama administration. Not one phone call on that, not one letter, right? It's only because the new president happens to be a Republican.
President Trump's revised travel ban, with a narrower focus than its predecessor, now facing new challenges, including one appeal that's on its way to the 4th Circuit. Washington State still proceeding with its original case in the courts.
Right now there's a temporary injunction in place, but ultimately the courts have to decide whether the executive order is legal or not. And we're still very much involved in that.
But Ferguson also keeping an eye on another legal horizon, stricter enforcement of federal marijuana laws. Will the AG suit up for another court fight?
If they try to stop us from moving forward, then they'll be seeing us in court. Yeah, it's my responsibility to uphold the will of the people.
Ferguson also had some advice for law students in the crowd today. Go where the law takes you, and don't be surprised how quickly it takes you there. The majority of the lawyers who worked on the temporary travel ban case have less than 10 years of legal experience under their belts. In studio, Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.
Thank you, Caroline.